I'm not in this world to live up to your expectations, and you're not in this world to live up to mine. Do not pray for an easy life, pray for the strength to endure a difficult one. Adapt what is useful, reject what is useless, and add what is specifically your own. Don't fear failure. Not failure, but low aim, is the crime. In great attempts it is glorious even to fail. Be happy, but never satisfied. I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who had practiced one kick 10,000 times. A wise man can learn more from a foolish question than a fool can learn from a wise answer. You must be shapeless, formless, like water. When you pour water in a cup, it becomes the cup. When you pour water in a bottle, it becomes the bottle. When you pour water in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Water can drip and it can crash. Become like water, my friend. Mistakes are always forgivable, if one has the courage to admit them. If you spend too much time thinking about a thing, you'll never get it done. If you always put limits on everything you do, physical or anything else, it will spread into your work and into your life. There are no limits. There are only plateaus, and you must not stay there, you must go beyond them. A goal is not always meant to be reached, it often serves simply as something to aim at. Love is like a friendship caught on fire. In the beginning a flame, very pretty, often hot and fierce, but still only light and flickering. As love grows older, our hearts mature and our love becomes as coals, deep burning and unquenchable. It is not a daily increase, but a daily decrease. Hack away at the inessentials. To hell with circumstances, I create opportunities. The key to immortality is first living a life worth remembering. The doubters said, man cannot fly, the doers said, maybe, but we'll try, and finally soared in the morning glow while non-believers watched from below. If you don't want to slip up tomorrow, speak the truth today. Always be yourself, express yourself, have faith in yourself. Do not go out and look for a successful personality and duplicate it. Use only that which works, and take it from any place you can find it. Not being tense but ready. Not thinking but not dreaming. Not being set but flexible. Liberation from the uneasy sense of confinement. It is being wholly and quietly alive, aware and alert, ready for whatever may come. A quick temper will make a fool of you soon enough. Notice that the stiffest tree is most easily cracked, while the bamboo or a willow survives by bending with the wind. A good teacher protects his pupils from his own influence. Empty your cup so that it may be filled, become devoid to gain totality. For it is easy to criticize and break down the spirit of others, but to know yourself takes a lifetime. The great mistake is to anticipate the outcome of the engagement. You ought not to be thinking of whether it ends in victory or defeat. Let nature take its course, and your tools will strike at the right moment. Forget about winning and losing, forget about pride and pain. Let your opponent graze your skin and you smash into his flesh. Let him smash into your flesh and you fracture his bones. Let him fracture your bones and you take his life. Do not be concerned with escaping safely, lay your life before him. If there is a God, he is within. You don't ask God to give you things, you depend on God for your inner theme. Be like water making its way through cracks. Do not be assertive, but adjust to the object, and you shall find a way around or through it. If nothing within you stays rigid, outward things will disclose themselves. Empty your mind, be formless, shapeless, like water. If you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle and it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now, water can flow or it can crash. Be water, my friend. If you love life, don't waste time, for time is what life is made up of. Many people dedicate their lives to actualizing the concept of what they should be like, rather than actualizing themselves. This difference between self-actualization and self-image actualization is very important. Most people live only for their image. Self-knowledge involves relationship. To know oneself is to study oneself in action with another person. Relationship is a process of self-evaluation and self-revelation. Relationship is the mirror in which you discover yourself. To be is to be related. Now I see that I will never find the light unless, like the candle, I am my own fuel, consuming myself. Using no way as a way, having no limitation as limitation. The spirit of the individual is determined by his dominating thought habits. Take things as they are. Punch when you have to punch. Kick when you have to kick. Time means a lot to me because you see I am also a learner and am often lost in the joy of forever developing. To spend time is to pass it in a specified manner. To waste time is to expend it thoughtlessly or carelessly. We all have time to either spend or waste and it is our decision what to do with it. But once passed, it is gone forever. Those who are unaware they are walking in darkness will never seek the light. Art calls for complete mastery of techniques, developed by reflection within the soul. The meaning of life is that it is to be lived, and it is not to be traded and conceptualized and squeezed into a patter of systems. Ever since I was a child I have had this instinctive urge for expansion and growth. To me, the function and duty of a quality human being is the sincere and honest development of one's potential. The stillness in stillness is not the real stillness, only when there is stillness in movement does the universal rhythm manifest. Life's battles don't always go to the stronger or faster man. But sooner or later the man who wins, is the man who thinks he can. It's like a finger pointing away to the moon. Don't concentrate on the finger or you will miss all that heavenly glory. Don't get set into one form, adapt it and build your own, and let it grow. Be like water. Everything you do, if not in a relaxed state, will be done at a lesser level than you are proficient. Thus the tensed expert marksman will aim at a level less than his slasher student. Absorb what is useful, discard what is useless and add what is specifically your own. The idea is that flowing water never goes stale, so just keep on flowing. In Buddhism, there is no place for using effort. Just be ordinary and nothing special. Eat your food, move your bowels, pass water, and when you're tired go and lie down. The ignorant will laugh at me, but the wise will understand. Do not deny the classical approach, simply as a reaction, or you will have created another pattern and trapped yourself there. If you always put limits on what you can do, physical or anything else, it'll spread over into the rest of your life. It'll spread into your work, into your morality, into your entire being. There are no limits. There are plateaus, but you must not stay there, you must go beyond them. If it kills you, it kills you. A man must constantly exceed his level. If nothing within you stays rigid, outward things will disclose themselves. Moving, be like water. Still, be like a mirror. Respond like an echo. Bring the mind into sharp focus and make it alert so that it can immediately intuit truth, which is everywhere. The mind must be emancipated from old habits, prejudices, restrictive thought processes and even ordinary thought itself. It is compassion rather than the principle of justice which can guard us against being unjust to our fellow men.